For those familiar with the popular TV comedy The Office, Dwight is the quintessential annoying office colleague.
What are you doing? Squaring my desk, I can't concentrate.
It's not on your desk.
It's overlapping, it's all spilling over the edge.
So just how would having an annoying colleague like Dwight affect you?
3 areas. Firstly, health, because for people who are sick and you go to work, you're really putting others at risk. You're exposing them to your germs.
Right.
So you don't want the rest of the colleagues to fall sick as well, because that really affects the next thing which I'm coming to is the productivity level. So if you're making noise, people get annoyed, they get interrupted from their work, it affects the productivity level.
Right.
And lastly, morale, because if you gossip or if you say something that's detrimental to your colleague, that can be quite demoralizing.
So aside from playing pranks on that annoying colleague to get back at him, like what Jim does to Dwight, what can you do when faced with a colleague whose behavior irritates you?
You should firstly try to approach the individual. Okay, let him or her know and tell him or her politely that, hey, you may not be aware of this, give them the benefit of the doubt, but I just want to let you know that certain behaviors are actually affecting your work, the place that you work in. The important thing is don't make it personal. Yeah, just target on the actions. Again, be very polite and kind when you approach the person. If that doesn't work, I would suggest that you go up to your supervisor and explain the situation. You don't have to mention names if you don't want to, but it's really because it's a workplace issue, it's not personal. So perhaps your supervisor can see what he or she can do, maybe set some ground rules, create certain boundaries, or even go up to your HR. And your HR can send a reminder, a general reminder to the staff, so that they'll be more conscious of their actions.
Like they say, one man's meat is another man's poison. We are all guilty of annoying others with our conduct, whether unwittingly or not. So how then can we behave more professionally?
First and foremost, you must understand that when you're in the office, you are still in public. You're not at home. Even when your own cubicles, you're still in public. So you're facing with a lot of other people, your colleagues and so forth. So you have to present yourself the way you want to be seen by other people, just like you present yourself in front of clients. Right? These are not family members in that sense. So important thing is that always be mindful, first thing, that you don't want to offend other people in any way, be it smell, taste, sight, whatever. So when we talk about perfume, we talk about odor, all this, these are all smell, right? And the sight, as in like the way you dress. Sometimes I see people wearing slippers, flip-flops, and walking all over the place from your cubicles to the reception, to the washroom outside corridor, and so forth. So be mindful of how you want to project yourself. Sometimes it's also you do not know who is going to suddenly pop up in front of you. Could be your client. It may not just be a colleague. So you want to make sure that whatever you say, whatever you do, you're always constantly checking yourself.
So the next time you find yourself subconsciously tapping your pen away, you might want to consider that someone else might not appreciate your symphony.